Now we're recording. Welcome, Reckless Wanderers. This is Robert again, and this is the final video before Incursion ends, pretty much. Since it is the weekend before they shut down the leagues, and I wanted to share my basically verdict on both Incursion and also the Volatile Dead Trapper that I was playing all the way up until Uber Elder. And yeah, if you haven't seen the video of me trying to attempt Uber Elder, feel free to check it out. It didn't go too well. Basically, the problem is that Volatile Dead, as a corpse skill, just requires too much setup time. So a Trapper already suffers from delayed damage. Since you have to throw a trap, the traps need to arm and then they have to trigger. And if you combo that with needing corpses from Desecrate, which also has a cooldown, means that you never really dish out damage fast enough. I mean, with Arc Trap, it sort of works, I guess, because Arc Trap is just busted. But with Volatile Dead, it just doesn't. So what I tried instead, because I couldn't easily spec into Arc Traps, because I am a chieftain and didn't want to change the ascendancy and whatnot, and I didn't want to change my items, is that I specced over into a Fire Trapper, pretty much. This is what you're seeing here, so it kills things pretty fast and reliably. And my flamethrower traps, which I now just wasted on a dead enemy, still deal also a truckload of damage. But the problem is, first of all, that I'm getting my butt kicked here by these elemental hit guys. Elemental hit broken. The problem is I don't have any AoE anymore. Fire Trap has just a tiny AoE, even with all the area scaling I have from the tree. And obviously Flamethrower Trap only works for stationary targets. Kannst du das kurz zulassen? Ich nehme gerade ein Video auf. Ich mache das dann auf. So, yeah. Basically, I guess we will have to deal with street noises now. Basically, Fire Trap, Combustion, Charge Traps, and Trap and Mine damage. So I'm not even using Cluster Trap to have more single target damage against Uber Elder and his Shaper Friend and the Madness Propagators. And this damage is surprisingly good. It's even better than Explosive Traps, which I used before with Cluster Traps. So it's pretty good against single target, but still I wasn't able to kill Uber Elder, sadly. I tried it 8 times now, and in one try I almost finished it. I basically got both of them down to maybe 1 HP, and all it needed was a Culling Strike to finish Shaper and Elder off. But it was that 1 HP that I didn't have. So yeah, 8 times. Like the closest I ever gotten was on my 6th or 7th time. And then my later tries were all worse than the tries before. I did try to cheese it with the Calm's Roots combo and set everything up with Relakesh's Impatience. Also got a Devotee's Devotion, so I have more move speed, and I got a Flamethrower Trap, Helm Enchant on that. So that's all pretty nifty. But sadly, it still wasn't enough to take the dude out. So not only don't I have a Volatile Dead Trapper anymore, which was the original idea, also this whole respecking thing led to the character being a much slower map clearer. And yeah, I mean, okay, I can kill tier 16 bosses in a fraction of a second, but I still can't kill the big bad guy. So next league I need to find yet another skill to try that, because fire-based traps, at least the one that I built here, is apparently not powerful enough. To not be gimped by the super slow clear speed that this character had, I leveled 2 other characters. One of them was a Wander, which I abandoned, Power Siphon Wander, because it had no single target damage. And the other one was the Blade Vortex guy that Rise QT leveled to level 100 with, the Blade Vortex Elementalist. Managed to super corrupt Impulsors to get a little bit of defenses there, and basically use that to clear maps. And this has been the more enjoyable part of the latter stages of Incursion League. So since this is an Incursion recap, I will say that this is probably my favorite league so far of all the leagues. So it had the most content to offer, which I engaged in throughout the entire league. I really enjoyed setting up my temple. I apparently don't know where to continue. I really enjoyed running those temples, especially higher level ones, so this should also be a level 83 temple. Like getting my maps from temples. This is the furthest I've ever gotten my Atlas. I'm sitting at 154% completion. This is the first time I got all my masters to level 8. Borichi especially was a massive chore, but I needed him because I have this this sexy shield over here, which has tons of life, mana, res, and spell damage is the implicit, and I found that one with 1 socket corrupted, and with Borichi 8 I could basically modify it to what I needed. And yeah, I just had heaps of fun with this character, even though I'm not playing it as fast as Rise QT. I only got him to level 93 and don't really have any ambitions to take him any further, but basically decided that this will probably be my league starter for Delve. I haven't decided what to play in Delve. Basically as my Delve try to push content as much as I can character. It's probably just to like get me some currency in the beginning, and then I will either respec it or either respec it or play something else. I was thinking of minions first, because minions are not affected by the dark, but then minions still have a little bit of awkward scaling, so I'm not even sure if that is a good idea. But we will see. In any case, that was Incursion for me. Was kind of fun trying out Uber Elder. I have to say, after struggling with Shaper for quite some time, Shaper now is a joke. If you manage to get all the stuff done that Uber Elder throws at you, dodging Shaper stuff is suddenly super easy. So I'm looking forward to more of that in the next league. I won't be playing for the first 2 weeks when the league starts, since I'm traveling during that time, and I will have to avoid the Reddits and YouTubes to not get spoiled by anything, because when I come back from vacation I basically will try out Delve as it is at that state without any knowledge what's in front of me. So we'll see how that goes, and yeah, thanks a lot for watching, and I wish you all the best in Delve. My name's Robert, and I hope to see you in game.